beautiful. I just. Are we live? What's going on, everybody? It's the Wave Report. It's your boy, Young One Jonah.
Why you talk like that?
Why you talking like that, bro?
That's my smooth late night R&B
Keith Sweat
host.
You changed the station.
You don't like that?
No.
You don't like?
No.
Hey, look, man. Anybody looking for a late night disc jockey? You feel me? I'm down. Keith Sweat ain't got nothing on me. But it's the Wave Report. What's going on?
What's going on, man? It's your boy Joe Waters, a.k.a.
Don't do that shit.
It's Tremonte, 1/3 of Dark Matter, 1/3 of that thing. Wave Report.
It's like we can't avoid this nigga.
So let's start the topics. While he doing this thing, we're gonna start the topics. What we on?
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Let's just move forward.
Just fuck it.
I mean, yeah.
You know what?
What your boy on?
You know what? I'll get him out of this right now. What's better, drunk sex or hot sex? Go.
Wow.
That's the
I'm not to mix my Hennessy, you know what I mean? I'm on that Henny, you know what I'm talking about? Joe Waters, a.k.a. What's better, drunk sex or what?
Drunk sex or hot sex?
Drunk.
Since you want to jump in.
Hey, drunk sex is beautiful, bro. Cause it's just something about it's a sloppy passion. You know what I mean? Like it's a sloppy yet focused passion. It's hot. It's for some reason it don't matter if it's cold outside. Whenever it's drunk, like you just sweat. For some reason, I just don't know why alcohol makes you sweat. In the midst of doing something with your significant other, I think it's a
S plural.
It's a kinship between the two.
Did you say a kinship?
Yeah,
That nigga used that in real life.
it's a kinship between the two. That hoodie look good, bro. I like that hoodie, man. That's a nice hoodie.
Ooh,
Anyway,
I'll fly for you to point that out.
that's a nice hoodie.
Therapy
Finally
hoodie. Copping from finally after a month and a half. But I got it.
What episode
I'm grateful.
is
I'm grateful.
This episode 12, 13?
I said he would get it by
Somewhere around
episode 9. It took 3 episodes long, but it's cool. Anyway, drunk sex, yeah.
We're going to have to fact check that. It might have been longer.
When I'm off that Henny, though, yeah, I love, I'm going to have a great time with my partner anyway, but it's just something about the Henny. It just, we in for a ride.
Yeah. I'm not a smoker. I used to drink heavily in my past.
Well, you wasn't no drinker.
I used to go to the bus stop drunk.
Damn.
Ask all my friends. I used to be at the bus stop, toe up drunk. I used to drink in school.
Damn.
Because you had the Gatorade bottle. You carry around the Gatorade bottles in school. And the blue Gatorade, put some Hypnotic in there, look like the same color. Yeah. I'll show y'all the ways, man.
Okay.
This man.
Okay.
Yeah, drunk sex from 2 consenting adults.
That's where it's hard for me.
Is the best. It's hard for me too. You dig what I'm saying? Drunk sex I think is by far the best.
Facts.
And both of y'all are sloppy. Shout out to my wife when she drank that amaretto vodka. Yeah, man. We in there, man. That amaretto vodka. My wife be lit.
It's going down.
That Hennessy dangerous, Joe. Hennessy dangerous to have sex off.
Hennessy and apple juice.
Beautiful. Beautiful time.
Yeah,
I'm going to say this, though. I have to say, sex as a whole, drunk, amazing. However, if you are a recipient or even a giver of oral sex, there's nothing greater than being high while doing sex.
That's right. Okay. So let me stop you right there.
You trying to compartmentalize it?
I gotta stop him right there because I gotta get my take. I think I agree with you, fellas. Drunk sex is definitely better.
Right.
Now, off of what you just said, there's components. Things that happen during sex. That's so much better when you're high. Like head, bro. While you smoking,
See, I ain't never had that.
my nigga.
I ain't never had that.
Pass it to her, bruh.
I ain't never had that. Y'all, you on something else.
Bro,
you on
she
something
going
else right now.
dog.
Yeah, you on a
I'm
different
gonna
level.
just keep it 100% with you. Yeah, I feel like if God came back at that moment,
What?
I would be ready to go in about 5-10 minutes. Let me just finish.
This
I would hit him with I'm gonna let you finish. I need to let her finish first.
I last longer when I'm high though.
Do you?
Over being drunk, yeah.
I'm good either way.
You got a dirt.
I mean, I'm good either way. I'm above average.
I'm above average. I'm above
Go back
average.
2 episodes.
I'm above average.
gotta see that shit. You gotta see that shit. Go back 2 episodes.
That's crazy.
But I do think shit is much more, long lasting when I'm high.
You know what? It's a vibe, man. I like a vibe. If our vibe is cool, we could be sober and have a great time.
But she gotta be high too.
But if both of you are intoxicated of either form, something is going. There's magic. It's gonna be sparkles, and it's gonna be sparkles in whatever room y'all in. Sparkles not like sparks, not sparkles. Sparks.
Hey, fuck them sparkles. I went to the moon one time.
For real?
Man, nigga. I rested in crater number 13. Nigga, we went to the moon one day. We were so
Thank
high.
y'all for watching the wave report.
He said we to the moon.
This nigga don't believe me, bro. The USA ain't never been to the moon. I did.
See,
I just seen the movie.
we're going
to the moon.
That's whole other topic. You wild for that.
Man, we was higher than a bed, bro.
Yeah, I bet. I bet you went to the moon.
We was higher than a bed.
I had drunk sex before this chick threw up on me. We just kept going.
Some niggas like that.
She threw up on me.
Did you like it? This nigga nasty as fuck.
Hold on. Okay, so I gotta ask: have you ever had your lady get sick, and then you really kind of you take care of her, but then you go back and I ain't even go for it.
Are you still trying to hit something?
Actually, when you sick, it's good to have sex.
What? Doctor tell you what?
Testosterone, man. I notice when when I had a sniffles or something or a slight cold, I rarely get sick. But if that ever happens, I notice when I'm having sex, all of that goes away. So I'm not coughing while I'm having sex. If you're coughing while you're having sex, you need to go get checked. Just let you know that right now.
That's deep.
But drunk sex is better. I ain't had sex, the passing the blunt thing that you talking about. You on a different level than me. I ain't never experienced that,
bro. I know a lot of real niggas that's watching that.
Joe, you had that?
They can agree.
Oh wow, man.
Yo, man, that's it. But
I'm about to roll one up one day.
But you weren't no smoker though.
That's true.
I ain't go for a high sex. HighHead is
hashtag HighHead.
HighHead. Now let me explain. Please don't ever be driving while high and getting head because you will die that day.
What type of sorcery were you participating in?
I'm just saying, if you're high and getting head, just stop.
Y'all boys on another level.
Just pull over because death is imminent.
I survived. I am a survivor. But I agree, that shit dangerous.
It was very dangerous because it's just something about it. Just don't do it. Yeah. Drunk sex is amazing sex.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why every time if I'm drunk and want to have sex, I keep thinking about that Beyonce song.
What?
The surfboard song,
the
Drunken Love.
Yeah, was that what it was?
Yeah, it was called Drunken Love. I don't know why every time I just feel if I'm drunk, I just get that Jay-Z bop that he had in the video, that dude's it's just drunk.
You watch that shit?
What, the video?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
my Beyonce fan?
My girl loved Beyonce, so.
This nigga lying like a motherfucker. This nigga lying like a bitch.
Watch it in private, isolated.
Hell yeah, in his spare time going back watching Beyonce videos.
Shout out to Kelly Rowland. Kelly Rowland was my favorite Destiny's Child. Sorry.
Oh, you was a Kelly fan.
Big facts.
Bootylicious video, I was a Michelle fan.
Never was a Michelle fan.
No, just for that video, bro. Go back and watch it.
She was throwing bones at the wall.
You gonna see it different. No, go back and watch that video.
That's crazy.
Go back and watch that video.
Beyonce
something different.
I'm not gonna finish that.
Hey, what was the one chick name though? That was
Latavia?
She was bad back in the day.
Latavia was alright.
Yeah.
It was like Beyonce who?
Nah, I wouldn't say that.
I wouldn't say that.
I don't know what type of.
I just prefer Kelly.
What's that one cover where they all on that bed and they like, you know what I'm saying? they on that bed you know what I mean? But anyway, she was on that. Man, I wasn't looking at Beyonce, bro.
I was
looking at what's her name?
Latavia. I don't know, man. It was a lot.
Wherever you at, I'm married now. But we
no, moving that subject. That subject. Was it? No.
We participate in polygamy and shit.
Hey, Destiny's Child is trash now, anyways.
HighHead, drunk sex.
Facts.
Y'all let us know what y'all think.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know in the comments,
please.
All right, so let's get on to something a little more serious.
Which is
Black Lives Matter.
Do they?
We all understand the movement, what happened, how it came about.
Yeah.
From the hashtag on. Was the movement effective? Being a few years removed, Was it effective?
I'll let you go first on this.
I'm an advocate for movements that represent people who are being oppressed in any format. If I'm being completely honest, Black Lives Matter movement was successful in spots. Mm-hmm. No one's talking about Black Lives Matter, the movement, anymore. Mm-hmm. Why is that? I think we have to all ask ourselves that question. Where did we go wrong? Did we not galvanize enough as a community? Did we let the media manipulate us to the point where it's just like, okay, we've done enough and we're just gonna sit back? Can y'all name the Black Lives Matter original starters, creators?
I can't name them.
Most people can't. I think that's also an issue when you can't spot out who the leaders are in a movement.
It's too many heads.
It's too many heads. And I think people over time, they got comfortable with debating against Black Lives Matter. Then it turned into us not focusing on Black Lives Matter, but opposing all lives matter. And it's not the same thing. Mm-hmm. So we got caught up in trying to prove why we're doing this instead of just going along with our movement to begin with. Mm-hmm. Black Lives Matter.
Well played.
Yeah, Black Lives Matter. When it first started, everybody was behind it. Even some white people, they're like, Black lives do matter. Mm-hmm. Throughout time, that's how you determine how successful a movement is. The course of time. Where does it stand in the course of time? Mm-hmm. Black Lives Matter, the movement, doesn't measure up to the civil rights movement.
Right.
And I'm not trying to compare them, but just for this specific analysis. You can, in history, 10 years from now, you'll still be able to reference the civil rights movement. Right. You'll be able to reference the leaders of the civil rights movement, what was accomplished, things that they did. 10 years from now, people will not remember the Black Lives Matter movement. Only thing they'll remember is the name.
I was about to say, I think I disagree. I think they're going to remember Black Lives Matter.
But what do they do?
But it won't be no defining...
like a defining moment for them?
Moment for Black Lives Matter.
I respect
It's
that.
been some fuck up moments, like when the two chicks came on, when Bernie Sanders was campaigning, they came on the stage and they was popping their shit, not realizing Bernie on our side.
Yeah.
Bernie marched with our people. You know what I mean? That was an ignorant moment for Black Lives Matter, and they pegged them as leaders to hurt the movement itself. Mm-hmm. Like this is what they doing. Can't support this. This is a terrorist group. Blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Fuck ups like that. So I think that happens when you don't have like leadership, like you said, with proper structures. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe some more discipline with people who's following these kind of movements instead of just being so caught up in trying to be a part of something.
Yeah, I agree.
Black Lives Matter to me was very much a success in what it could do.
Okay.
Black Lives Matter. No, I'm saying it wrong. Hashtag Black Lives Matter was successful. You know why? Because it was a very shallow movement to begin with. It did not require action. It just required you to tweet, to post. It didn't require action at all. You know how you can be a part of the civil rights movement? You know what they said do? Protest.
Yeah, you had to be outside.
March.
Right.
Actually do something. You know what Black Lives Matter said? Tweet. Post. Tell me about how you feel in your post.
Yeah.
We want justice. But you know how you wanted the justice? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm watching it online, I'm gonna watch it on TV, I'm just gonna chill, and I'm just going to tweet.
Yeah.
You know the funniest thing that happened? Literally in Turkey, by way of social activism.
Right.
They were able to overthrow an entire government. The exact same day, rioting, looting was happening in Ferguson. Burning our own community.
Yeah.
And our social activism was F the police.
Yeah.
Our social activism was Black Lives Matter. Our social activism was demanding justice without organization. You know what Black Lives Matter did? It said that the NAACP was ineffective. It said that the Rainbow Coalition was ineffective because you know what happened? Every single person that was involved in those businesses and organizations at that time abandoned them to join the Black Lives Matter movement. It was a hashtag. It was not ever the catalyst for change. It was the catalyst for conversation. And that conversation.
That's all right. Let me pause it right there. I definitely agree with that last statement. I do believe it was a movement. As I mean, people did organize on smaller levels, like even here in Tampa. I've actually been out and joined a couple. So it's you know, it sparked some people to get up off of their fucking couch.
Yeah.
And others to sit behind their phone screen. I just looked up the hashtag for Black Lives Matter. It was hashtag 7.7 million times. That's a lot of motherfucking hashtags, right?
Yeah.
Nigga, how many people? It's probably multiple, but nigga, we didn't get millions of people. You know what I'm saying? Protesting, getting their ass off of the couch.
Yeah.
We had way more hashtags than we had motherfucking action.
Correct.
So I don't want to dismiss those who put in the work because I've seen it firsthand. Some people were out there grinding to make certain things happen.
And still are.
Yeah. And still are. But I think to your point, the majority of that shit stayed online, and that helped diminish the effectiveness that it could potentially have.
Yeah. And every movement is a chess game. There is no such thing as a successful civil rights movement if there wasn't black people who had to stand in the middle and not remember. People forget this. The most important thing that was happening that kept the civil rights movement happening was non-violent protest.
Okay.
People were getting dog sicked on them. People were literally getting fire hydrants opened without filters and poured on them. That is a painful thing. Non-violent protesting was a key catalyst, along with having a very clear group of leadership that had an ability to spread the message. Love our brother DeRay. There was not an ability for him to spread that clear message because every time he talked to somebody, it was a chess game. When he talked to somebody about Mike Brown, they talked to him about Chicago. Every time he tried to get a message out about, well, this police officer did this, they took the opportunity to say, well, this man had priors, or this man was a violent person, or this person shouldn't have been walking down the street that late at night. We didn't have that back then. We had resistance, but we had a very clear and concise way to overcome that because we were not going to argue and debate with anyone. We were going to activate our own. So the Black Lives Matter movement, it activated our own. The problem is it started on social media, grew in social media, and it did not activate us enough until something happened in our own backyard.
Right.
When Trayvon Martin died, there were protests all around the country.
Yeah.
Those protests stopped before we had crystal clear justice.
Yeah.
We did it on an organized schedule on this Friday of the week, and we're going to protest. We're going to show that we're not going to take it. By the time we got to the next Friday, we had stopped protesting. We protested in Dallas. And we literally said, well, there's somebody shooting people. That's a black guy. This is the reason why you guys shouldn't do Black Lives Matter. This is where Blue Lives Matter was born.
Right.
It was a chess move. Instead of us staying solid and saying, no, everybody's not with us. We are a crystal clear organization moving in a certain way.
Yeah.
We didn't have crystal clear leadership.
That goes back to the leadership for sure. Yeah.
Black Lives Matter was very effective. But Black Lives Matter limited itself from the very beginning because I can't just say Black Lives Matter. I have to say hashtag Black Lives Matter. It started socially, but didn't fully branch out to being our new NAACP. Our NAACP was what sustained us through the civil rights movement. The NAACP and Black Lives Matter were not cohesive with each other. They were cohesive in seeking justice, but their methods were different. So yes, Black Lives Matter was very successful.
You know what was interesting?
What's that?
Trayvon Martin, bitch ass Zimmerman.
Mm-hmm.
That case when we were the wedding that was going on. I saw it was Periscope. You remember that? I don't know if that's still popping. Niggas still use Periscope.
Look, they use it every time as a pay-per-view.
Okay, no doubt. But niggas was periscoping around the country, all these protests. I saw one in particular. I was watching the one from New York, Manhattan, Times Square. And I saw a lot of white people.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm. I saw a large number of white people.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Do we hurt ourselves when we exclude white people from the cause?
Yeah.
Very much so.
White people are a part of the reason the system is the way it is. They inherit a lineage of privilege.
Mm-hmm.
And many white people are very uncomfortable in talking about these matters because it's something that they have to humble themselves and admit, though you yourself may not have anything to do with it, your grandfather, your great-grandfather or grandmother, or a part of this regime or a part of this system, and it fostered this belief that you guys are superior to minorities. And we have to deal with that on the corporate level, we have to deal with that on the street level, we have to deal with that in our biblical texts, white Jesus. We have to deal with this on so many levels. It's hard for white people to admit that they have some skin in the game, so to speak, when it comes to this system. To piggyback off what Joe said about Black Lives Matter. When the civil rights movement was active, there was no social media. Mm-hmm. You had to be outside. Yeah. You had to be. Boots on the ground. They would come knock on your door, come out and protest with us. Another thing what Joe said, which I agree with him to a degree, non-violent protests do work. It's shown in history that they work. Mm-hmm. I think now, no, you don't have to be violent, but I think non-violent protests won't be as effective as they were then, because then you had a loyal opposition. You had somebody this is the enemy.
Right.
So we can non-violently protest.
It's more overt now.
Yes. Now I think our government is just more lazy in general. So to me, whether you violently protesting, which I don't agree with because you shouldn't be in jail, you shouldn't be getting arrested and stuff like that, or your non-violent protests, our government, Congress, they're just so comfortable with how things are. You've seen all the shootings that happen every month. You see any gun laws change? See anything change? Nothing changes. So it renders this sense of hopelessness in a lot of people. And I think that contributed to, I won't say the downfall of Black Lives Matter, but why isn't as prominent as it was years ago? Right. I think people seeing, oh man, this movement is good, but what type of effectiveness that it had for us overall as colored people? And I don't know if we can name too many things that is done for us.
I think it helped out is when I look at the kids. Like, I remember my daughter, she came over and she was talking about Black Lives Matter. I was like, where did you hear this from? You know? And she was just saying, all the kids believe that, like, Black Lives Matter, I matter. So I see some of the good fruit that's spawned off of that, and that's been effective in our own community to where it's created some self-worth, even outside of explaining to other people that, hey, black people matter. Yeah. Like, I get all lives matter, but that excludes me. I'm trying to let you know, can I be a part of that all? You know what I'm saying? So instead of that, it kind of gave like some of the kids a little self-worth. Okay. Have y'all seen that? Because I thought that was pretty interesting.
White people are still people.
Yeah. Yeah, they people.
As a black man,
they funny as fuck too. White people are hilarious, bro.
As a black man, I have trials that they can't always relate to. Okay. But I'm a father, so it allows me to understand certain things. If my father didn't do something or he did something that was not right at all, when I get a chance to make a change, I'm going to do that. So there's some people of different races, any race. Your race shouldn't be involved in it. I saw, if I'm a white person, my father or my grandfather in quiet and close conversations talk about how much they hated niggers in ER or the ERS.
Yeah.
How much they hated niggers. And I see the news station that I'm trained to watch, how much they just downplay anything of the black community. And I see something happen, and then I actually look at the facts of something. My brain tells me that's not right. My heart tells me that's not right. At that point, I have a decision to make and say, hey, I'm going to do something about this. And the greatest thing that Black Lives Matter could have done is actually embraced the All Lives Matter counter argument.
That's
This is what I
interesting.
mean.
That's interesting.
We wanted to make it specifically about us. But what we could have done is we could have made it about all of us and activated all of us to make change happen for what we initially set out to see. If I created Black Lives Matter, I need justice when young black men are killed for no reason.
Right.
Your counter argument is that you matter too. Come on along with me. The reason why I can say that is because Dr. King did that. The civil rights movement stopped being about just getting black rights. It took on a greater narrative about making sure that all people were able to be free. But it never abandoned its start at making sure that you and I and him can be free in our own lives.
You alluded to them embracing women, right?
Correct. So you have to adapt. You have to adjust because rebuttals will come.
Yeah.
And what Black Lives Matter could have done is instead of seeing all lives matter as an offensive, remember, people have to tweet or tag all lives matter. They had to do that. I should have embraced you because you're my brother, and I need you to know I'm struggling. I don't think my people matter. So if you feel like you matter, help me make our voices heard. Okay. And it stopped being about making our voices heard. It had to be about making my voice heard. Right. And that's where there was a mistake. That's where that movement was able to be shortchanged. That's why if you ask somebody, if you here's a question. When's the last time you tweeted something about Black Lives Matter? How many years do you have to go back before you can find the last post? That's where I'll leave it.
Facebook posts, Instagram posts.
You gotta dig.
We'll leave it at that then.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, that's real.
Comment, let us know.
Let us know.
Let's switch gears, bro.
Easy.
What surprises you the most musically? Let me reframe. What album surprised you the most musically this year?
The album that surprised me the most this year was Nipsey Hussle Victory Lap. Nah, the album that surprised me the most this year is a lot of good albums. But
it was a lot of good music, bro.
A lot of good music. Surprised me the most, Cardi B's album.
Let's be honest.
Cardi B's album
of the year
was really, I wouldn't say that there, brother. But Cardi B's album is really good for what she brings to the table. I think she got certain people on hooks. I think the features all fit well. I didn't expect her album to be that good, to be honest with y'all. I know y'all probably gonna lie to y'all and thought it was gonna be incredible, but I'm not a liar. I didn't think her album was gonna be that good at all. I thought she was just a single-driven artist, but I was proven wrong. I'm not gonna sit up here and say her album is top 10 album of the year. Depending on your preference, I think it's a top 10 album of the year for me. And I like lyrics. I'm a hardcore lyricist. Her album did surprise me a lot, and I enjoyed it all the way through.
No matter how many writers was on that bit.
Nah, I don't take, unless you convey yourself as a lyricist or somebody who writes bars, I don't care who writes for you. A bunch of musicians throughout history, Michael Jackson don't matter. They had a whole bunch of writers. It don't matter. But if you tell yourself you're an MC and you have somebody else writing your life, I have a problem with that. Somebody like Cardi B, she makes good music. Whatever you need to make good music, they did a very good job. Salute to her and her team. That's the album that surprised me the most. What you think, Joe?
The album that surprised me the most this year, I actually have two. The first one's gonna be Meek Mill Championships. At the beginning of this year, every impression I had about Meek Mill was rolling on my wrist.
Rolling on my wrist, me.
Yeah, it didn't really change. It was just pretty much rolling on my wrist, Meek Mill. So I figured when he got, first and foremost, him getting out of jail was a fought for look.
Yes.
So that's something that can't be understated. So I will say Meek Mill Championships was surprisingly a woke album.
Yeah.
He wasn't talking about a bunch of things he wasn't doing. He was talking, it was activism.
Yeah.
From Meek Mill. Oh my gosh, I didn't think that was possible. I literally listened to an entire album with the hypocritical mind to hear Rolling on My Wrist and didn't hear it one time and actually started paying attention, and I was like, wow, my man is actually giving game like an OG would. So I actually appreciated that. That would be the first one. And the second one, if I'm being honest, it's going to be Kanye West. Like, so you said the
This
most
is crazy.
surprising album, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when Kanye West put out the album,
Yay? Which one?
Yay, whatever. I actually thought this was because, you know, at this time Kanye's promotion, he's doing a lot of promo, he's working back in the black community again. I had just heard the previews of Nas's album. This sounded like we was getting woke Kanye back. Like I felt like we were gonna get the old Kanye.
You feel that shit? You took it too far, bro.
Then when the album came out, it was 100% unfiltered, undoctored trash. Like I didn't hear a good song on it. And
nah, that's too much. Now.
Literally, he had a song. It's called "Yikes." Where literally the last 2 minutes of the song, he's just I'm tired. It was trash, bro. Like I feel like I used to be a Kanye apologist, or
you're just a Kanye hater now.
It's not even a hater. It's just the record was garbage.
You hating if you say it wasn't one
people
good song.
Don't want to admit that the record was trash. Like Nicki Minaj put out a dope album. It wasn't actually bad. I thought it was gonna be garbage. Ganja Burn. Like, I thought it was gonna be trash.
When she ran it on the last 2 minutes of that song.
Yeah, but it acted like the Kanye album. I'm sorry, it was just bad. And I apologize to anybody who loves Kanye, but y'all too sleep to be woke. It was trash.
Sleep.
Love
it was
Kanye.
trash.
I love my wife. I love Kanye.
So yeah, I will say Meek Mill definitely, and Georgia Smith, bro. Georgia Smith had the best album of the year. Just putting it out there. Best non-hip hop album of the year.
Okay, that's dope. I think the album that surprised me the most is two of them, and both are females. Cardi album and Nicki album.
Yeah.
Nicki album was.
You can't say them in the same sentence.
I don't give a fuck about their beef. I don't give a fuck about their fans neither. But they had great albums, bro.
Yeah.
Great albums. Cardi, her album, man.
Whose is better?
Cardi.
Cardi's album did better. It was accepted more. It spent off way more hits. I mean, hold on. I got the track list for Cardi shit. Her intro, right? She went Meek Mill on that ass. Get Up 10 was a hard intro, bro.
Right.
Like she spilled some guts on certain how she felt on certain things, and you know it gave you the Meek Mill intro vibe and whatnot. And then she got songs that's all over the commercials. She got multiple strip club joints. You know what I'm saying? That bang in the strip club. She had 2 number ones that spawned off of the album. Number ones, bro. She surprised me the most. I wasn't even expecting this to do this well or be that good. And Nicki, that shit was just fire. I was expecting trash because she had been putting out trash singles. And even trash features, like in my opinion, it wasn't her best work. You know, but she's who she is, and she's gonna get traction regardless. But
Yeah.
I do feel like this album was great.
Yeah.
It was great. It's one of her better bodies of work, for sure.
Okay. Well, I also have a second album that I think was pretty good, and I think that I was surprised at, and it's Nicki Minaj's album. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
But they both on the same label.
Are they?
So
No.
what you mean they not? They both on Atlantic.
No, Nicki ain't on Atlantic.
What's she on?
She Universal.
Columbia Universal.
Y'all sure?
Positive.
I could have sworn she on Atlantic.
No.
I'm gonna have to look
she
that up.
signed to Cash Money, who signed to Universal.
Yeah,
UMG.
I'll look it up.
This
But her
one,
album was,
Universal.
as Jonas said, her album was really good too.
It really was, bro. She brought back.
Shout out to the women.
The women been winning, bro. I
They
said in
doing it big.
2017 that women were making a huge resurgence.
Yeah,
And I'm
they
talking
did.
about in the mainstream.
Oh my goodness. What year did hold up? No, it came out last year.
You talking about Rhapsody?
No.
What you talking about?
SZA.
SZA?
SZA came out Control came out, I believe, it was late 2017.
Was it?
I think it was last year.
It was late
I think it was last year.
Probably. That was a fire album, though.
That was the album.
She said a lot of shit I ain't
Yo,
know, though.
Tiana Taylor, fire album.
Yeah, the women doing it big.
Women.
Doing it big.
What?
No, I'm glad you said that because
I was about to say, boy.
even with the production, it was still a fire album.
Yes, I think the production made it fire.
She had somebody back to her
I think the
production.
production made it fire.
Nah, I think Tiana's dope in general.
I mean,
Kanye?
I'm not saying that she's not dope.
Kanye did put out some dope work this year.
No, he put out dope production.
He always puts out dope production.
Bars is just garbage.
He don't have people writing for him anymore. So
Kids See Ghost was dope.
go on that.
Overrated. But nah, I mean, I think there's some fire. There's some fire. Like if you haven't heard of Georgia Smith, I would encourage you to download her album. If I ain't talking about LMA, her best song on her album wasn't even done by her.
Damn.
But there's some dope people. There was some T-Pain had a little mixtape this year.
Fire.
Pain came back.
Fire.
Did he put out an album this year too?
But I thought it was just a mixtape.
No, I don't think it was the album.
Oblivion. That was an album.
What?
Oblivion.
I gotta look this stuff up, man. I'm tripping. Should do my research prior to the show.
This will be the first year we actually did not get a Rick Ross album in almost 9 years.
It's true.
Rick Ross.
I was looking for.
Hey, the year ain't over though.
Rick Ross, but no, because he dropped in I believe in November or December. But Ross is like I think people understand that. T-Pain.
Yeah.
I think people understand. You know what? I can't say because we kind of all expected it, but Lil Wayne. Carter 5 was, I think we expected it to be a good record, but I can't say it was a surprising. We're talking about people that woke you up, that you weren't expecting like greatness from. Like,
Oblivion was 2017. It came at the end of the year.
I was surprised that Wayne album even came out this year though. I was surprised.
Yeah, me too.
you know, I was surprised at the Black Panther soundtrack. I didn't think it'd be that good.
Oh my god.
I didn't think it'd be that
Oh my
good.
god.
I thought it was pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
amazing is like the right word for it.
I think that album put me on to Mozzie. I wasn't hip to Mozzie.
Yeah, I was on.
And put me on to him. It also got me like I heard a Reason before, but it's made me go back and listen to some more Reason. Who was recently signed to TDE.
Yes.
Had a dope song on the Black Panther soundtrack.
Yeah, man. It's been good.
What's better?
2018.
What's better, Creed 2 soundtrack or Black Panther soundtrack?
Black Panther soundtrack.
Black Panther. Creed 2
Black
soundtrack ain't even a real soundtrack because ain't got nobody on there from Philly.
Damn,
That's a
fucked
good
What's your
point.
local artist?
But
Damn,
yeah,
that's fucked up.
Black
Mike Will made it is to blame, right? Is he-
No, studio's to blame.
yeah.
They should have featured artists from Philly. There's some dope artists in Philly, bro.
How much control does people have putting together these soundtracks? Like, how much control do you think Mike Will made it?
I don't know, but all I know is that the best song from the original Rocky franchise came from a group from Philly.
Yeah.
Oh, you ain't no Journey was from. Oh, my bad. Do your research. Just saying, support your local artists. If you don't, you trash.
2018 provided a lot of good music, a lot of good
For the record,
albums.
I don't know if Journey's from Philly. It just sounded good coming up. Anyway.
I just rock with it because I didn't know.
Yeah.
I just rock with it.
Fair enough.
Wait
I
for
don't
it,
know.
bro.
I wasn't gonna let that lie live. I don't know.
Shit, I don't know. We could have went viral, my nigga.
Real quick, man. What y'all goals for 2019?
Trying to get money, you know what I mean? Hundreds and fifties. Look at the you seen the movie. 2019. So I think I can actually say I'm a battle rapper now. So 2019.
Congratulations.
2019, I aspire for stages that are the premier stages in battle rap. 2019, I do not plan to be working for anybody other than myself.
My nigga, you got a 9 to 5?
Hey, I'm not afraid to say it. Look, when you look at these episodes, when we had episode 200, 225, the reason why we changed the platform is because we want people to see our grind, see our growth. When we change up, we ain't changing up. The lifestyle gonna change. Yeah. We working for a goal.
Yeah, we in the garage right now, man.
We switched it on purpose because we didn't want to make y'all think it's just like we didn't want to get y'all an image like we had it all. We getting it from the mud. We getting it from the back, from the end. Pause. Well, we getting it from.
You gotta pause that. I'm eating it from the back.
Well, my nigga said getting it from the back.
We just get it. Like, we get it. It's just like, yo, what y'all really get is a real and raw, unfiltered, dark, filled with like substance matter type of vibe here. Like we're not sugarcoating anything. So my goal for 2019 is that in December of 2019, you still watching the Wave Report and you telling your friends about the
Wave Report, baby.
See, consistency. You know what? I got this theory about consistency. Watch episode 2 if you want to know what that is.
Yes, please.
See, if you subscribe, you'll know these things.
I don't even know, nigga. I'm on the show.
So
what the fuck is you talking about?
Hey, look. Talent is a great thing to have.
Yes.
But consistency beats talent every single time.
Yes.
But at the same time, consistent talent never loses.
Never.
Always wins.
Facts.
So at the Wave Report, in 2019, December 2019, you wouldn't have missed one single episode. You would have told a friend. Because if you rock with us, you telling friends now. You will be looking at the Wave Report in different sets. Same 3 dudes though. We ain't going nowhere. So my goals, December 2019, we still rocking like it's our first episode.
Already.
I think that's one of my goals for 2019 as well too, to see the Wave Report blossom.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think we doing a damn good job, man. Speaking that real shit on every topic, man. Like unfiltered. Nigga, we ain't got nobody pulling strings.
Nope.
We talking how we want to talk, man. There's people that can relate to it. And you know, I don't mind debating. I do this. So holla at me in the comments. But that's definitely one of my goals, man. In 2019 to see this thing blossom as well. I'm gonna do whatever I can, fellas.
Yeah.
By 2019, y'all gonna have one Wave Report merchandise while y'all watching the Wave Report. Y'all gonna be wearing y'all Wave Report t-shirts while watching the Wave Report.
What about you, Tay?
My goal is I want the Wave Report to blossom as well. That's one of my goals. I have a goal to. I'm either going to go to Cali next year.
Just vacation?
Yeah, or Seattle. I'm going Dolo though.
It's gonna be rainy as fuck though. Seattle.
I like that, man. I like that.
It's gloomy.
I like that gloomy weather.
You gonna be listening to?
I'm a gloomy person.
What's the nigga name? The white boy.
G-Eazy?
Nah, Thrift Shop.
Nah.
Macklemore?
You gonna be listening to Macklemore?
That's really white.
Nah.
That's I put mayonnaise on my eggs. White.
Damn, niggas do that shit?
Not black people.
Facts. Black people put ketchup on their eggs, which is disgusting. But
I
I
use
digress.
salsa.
Real.
Still disgusting.
Salsa good.
Salt and pepper would suffice. I'm gonna try to go to Cali or Seattle. Continue to do the Wave Report, and hopefully by the end of 2019, I'm not working for anyone either, because I work 2 jobs, and I will be leaving one sooner than I expected.
Damn.
But I don't have no problem with working. You know, I think everybody should work. You don't work, you don't eat. But as far as goals, those are the main 2 goals. I don't have to tell y'all about Dark Matter. We're coming.
Yes, you do.
Really fast. Dark Matter.
Pause.
Nah, we don't have to pause now. We're grown. You know what I'm talking about? We're coming really fast.
30, 45
Sometimes
minutes,
I came fast, you know what I mean? You know, but
45
Dark
minutes.
Matter album.
Average.
Dark Matter album in the spring. Shout out to Trey. Shout out to Panisha. Jonah album coming next year.
Yup.
Joey, he hasn't announced the album, but he's dropping an album next year sometime. Project, he gonna drop one.
Damn, you right.
Yeah, yeah.
One of my goals for 2019 is to get this album out. I had to push the album back, fellas. I had to.
Time today, Young One Jonah on YouTube.
Check that out, man.
Go check that out.
We're gonna put it at the end of this podcast. Watch the video.
Watch the video. We thank y'all for supporting. You will have some Wave Report merchandise, some shirts, some keychains.
Oh yeah, by the way,
weed strands.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Weed Strands is coming soon though. Fuck with Wave Report.
Subscribe.
But yeah, subscribe to the YouTube.
Share.
The Wave Report 813 on Instagram. Make sure you check out the SoundCloud. Holla at us on Facebook. We do talk back.
We do.
Keep it wavy, baby. Follow the wave, man.
Hey, I'm Joe Waters. That's Black Thought. That's Young One Jonah.
You fucked it up. Joe Waters, Young One Jonah, Jason.
No, that is
Jason
disrespectful. And so disrespectful. So disrespectful.
This nigga don't look like Jason Whitlock to y'all?
I'm like, hell nah.
Colin Kaepernick, put this on this fedora head ass boy.
Real talk though, you look like when Dave Chappelle. Remember in Half Baked when Dave Chappelle was playing the dude with the dreads on?
Yeah.
Like you do kind of like 100% look like him though.
Hey, I can't disagree.
You really do. Like just do me one time. Just say, call me now for your free reading. Just do it for me. Just do it for me one time. Call me now. Hey, when you look at him, don't you want to say, bonjour home? Bonjour home. Bonjour bon temps.
Well, you look like Bougie without the dress.
That didn't hit. I'm gonna let that joke go.
Dang.
Hey, thanks for watching the Wave
I'm
Report.
gonna put a picture next to it.
My name is Joe Waters, aka
Nothing.
Bonjour home.
Wave Report.
And buy the latest Roots
I'll
album.
let us.
Damn, Daniel.
Better believe it. The way that I'm coming, the way that I'm leaving. It's never a reason for the team to be starving with one of us eating. The game is deceiving. You think you got homies, they turning the legions. This is the season, cause all of my homies are offered the leashes. Yeah, this who we are. Flexing and stunting in cars. Putting the check on your arm. The diamonds we on. Straight from the motherland, look what we on. Snake on the charm. I can't get down. I seen the bigger picture in the riches. We not taking home. I'm in the zone. Getting my credit up. Know where I'm headed. This life is alone. Auto with that flow. Like a rifle with the pin shade. My enemy, the industry. Your favorite rapper enslaved. My legacy engraved. I do this till I'm engraved. Control rage in pocket like loose change. They gon' plot behind your back and try to get ahead. If you gotta take a L, don't take it to the head. If devoted to the grind, they gon' think you off your meds. You can never stop a movement as soon as it grow legs.
I ain't got no time to push now. If you dumb me, I'm gon' put you in your place now. My day won't stay down. We been running, now we shining, we don't play around. But I got time, I got time. Speak up if you got some on your mind, on your mind, on your mind. But I got time, I got time. Speak up if you got some on your mind, on your mind.
Speak up. Be clear, no need for tap dancing. I'm the spook by the door, dressed like a black Klansman. Indeed, what you got on your mind, proceed, but I'll die fighting. We don't abide by the same creed. Smartest people you know are the easiest to mislead. Without a plan, ego driven to a land of make-believe. I got time today, I bought a little reprieve. Composed poetically, now I'm aesthetically pleased. Under siege, see the pendulum of hypnosis as it swings. Train of thought going through locomotions. Doing mental aerobics, I'm feeding you small doses. Ready for war, I train with Ukrainian soldiers. The coldest, but we polar opposites. My throne where the prophet sits. Like water for chocolate, it should be common sense. Ain't gotta ask how the king bask in opulence. Revenge ain't a dish, it's a kiss from the apocalypse.
I ain't got no time to push now. If you doubt me, I'm gon' put you in your place now. My day won't stay down. We been grinding, now we shining, we don't play around. But I got time, I got time. I can speak up if you got some on your mind, on your mind.
Waters.
But I got time, I got time. Speak up if you got some on your mind, on your mind.
Save all of that cheap talk, it'll do you in, boy. I'll press into your grill to make you pay, that's an invoice. I ain't them, boy, peaceful, but I put this right to work, yeah. I equal opportunity employed. Facts, we tryna win, so let us groove, champ. Keep all that hateration, love you faking, who is you, champ? Talking tough, what it do, champ? Your lips running up a check, we hungry enough to cash it in on you to eat like a food stamp. All that keyboard clapping, yeah, you could keep that. I'm sober to it, beef, I overdo it when I relapse. Respect, I'm gon' need that. Now do whatever to protect it like black women when it's raining and they don't wanna get they weave wet. But I hide away, cause the side of me make Mr. Hyde afraid. My riders stay down the light your wave, you tryna find the fade. Try waters, get collapsed like a 10 in the tidal wave. I'm kinda late, you need an appointment, yeah, I got time today.
I ain't got no time to waste now. If you doubt me, I'm gon' put you in your place now. My day will stay down. We been grinding, now we shining, we don't play around.